Greetings, renegade warriors of the New Earth timeline, rising into the divine light of your benevolent oversoul of the 144. Today is the 5th day in a row of higher frequency, higher dimensional light flowing into the field, showing up on the Schumann resonance as white bands of bright light. This is the 5th day in a row of higher dimensional 5D plasma waves flowing in from the great central sun, Ascension on high. This is May 4th. May the 4th be with you, angels of the light, young Jedis. These adamantine particles are preparing our sacred vessels for tomorrow's 555 Galactic Portal Gateway, riding the waves into heaven on earth, into the Great Awakening. Aho. Now yesterday we had the most powerful blasts over 90 hertz. Today, multiple blasts of higher frequency 5D light. Coming in, the most powerful 76 hertz. We had an 68, 38, 40 hertz, 76, and a 31 in the last 24 hours. This is the pulsing of 12D, filtering down through multi-dimensions into the 5th dimensional, where we are anchoring our higher self. Our soul star spark is anchored into 5D as we're rising up from 3D, lifting through 4th density into the 5th density. These blasts of higher dimensional light are preparing our sacred vessels for this quantum leap of consciousness, this great transformation we call the Great Awakening, the transfiguration of our double-strand 64 code DNA into the 12 by 12, the 144 code of the 12-strand crystalline DNA of Christ consciousness. And today was another day of feeling in between worlds. We're seeing multi-dimensions coming in. We're feeling the pulsing of these higher waves of light in our heart center, in the crystal palace in the center of the brain. Our sacred vessel, the rainbow bridge, the Katika channel, which holds the codes of the Merkaba, being fully activated and fully lit up for this final transition we call the Great Shift or the Great Awakening. 222 flowing in. Now with these higher blasts of light, we had 152 activations of earthquakes M1.5 or greater, 1515 encoded of the 6-6 into the 12 divine feminine, most powerful today. On the Ring of Fire again, Indonesia, West Sumatra, 5.7 earlier today. In the valley, Anguilla, which is in the Caribbean, 3.3, 33 kilometers depth. Again, the 6-6 code. And then another activation in Anguilla with a 3.7, 37 into the 73, heaven on earth. In the crown of Lemuria, Kodiak Island, Alaska, 3.0. Eureka, California on the coast, 3.0. Another 33 activation of Divine Mastery in Portal, South America, just south of the equator, in Peru in the Andes Mountains. Kundalini, Divine Feminine of Pachamama, 4.6. Chile, South America, 4.1. Puerto Rico, 3.1. Ridgemark, California, 3.4. Now multiple activations around the whole Ring of Fire today. Vanuatu 5.0, Chile 4.7, Okinawa, Japan 4.6. In the crown again, Fox Islands, Aleutian Islands 4.9. Their activation in Chile 4.3, 113 kilometers depth. Then a powerful activation in Fukushima, Japan 4.9. Indonesia 4.2, Russia 4.8. And then in the sacred portal of Crete, Greece, 4.4, Divine 44. This is connected to the Divine Goddess in Lemuria. Indonesia, 4.5, Tonga, 5.5. This is synchronic with 5.5 Gateway Portal tomorrow. And 5th Dimensional Energy, Chile, 4.4, 3.8. Hokkaido, Japan, 4.3. Nicobar Islands of India, 4.9. Indonesia 50, Anchor Point 36, Tonga 5.2, Indonesia 57. The whole ring of fire again today is totally lit up and totally activated, connected to the fires that burn from within. This is the internal fires, the threefold flame in the center. And this is connected to the Shakti fires of the divine Christ feminine energies, the Magdalene lineage, divine goddess, Maria, Mari of the waters. The holy waters combine with the sacred fire to bring the full activations of heaven on earth through this golden age, the age of Aquarius. Now we continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 0 degrees 11 minutes Pisces, the sun at 14 degrees 50 minutes Taurus. Current Sabian symbol for the moon at 1 degrees Pisces, crowded public marketplace. Current Sabian symbol for the sun at 15 degrees Taurus, a man with a rakish silk hat muffled against the cold braves a storm. From astrologyweekly.com. My sacred Condor, pull a card for you today from the deck. Forest of Enchantment, from Lunea Weatherstone. Today as she pulled a card, two were pulled together. The first powerful card, card 16, the Folly. Long ago, a wealthy man riding through the forest came upon the tallest and most magnificent tree he had ever seen. Feeling entitled to whatever caught his fancy, claimed it for his own. Not content with nature's perfection, he commanded that the tree be hollowed out and carved into an elaborate folly. In his ignorance and arrogance, he refused to listen to the woodsman's warnings that the towering treetop was too slender to bear the strain. Fearing for their employment, the woodsmen obeyed the cruel orders, but tore at their hearts to do it. At first, the rich man and his rich friends were amused by the folly's eccentric appearance in the solemn forest, but they soon lost interest and abandoned it. In time, the tree, dying from the inside out, cracked, and the folly fell into ruin. A dead zone radiates from its roots, and no creature comes near, except a great flock of rooks that spirals up at dusk, harshly crying out their anger and their grief. The folly signifies the ending of indulgent and worthless vanities. This does not always feel good. Most radical changes disrupt one's equilibrium for a time. Step back and look at what you've made and how it serves you. What folly needs to be destroyed so that the true and the beautiful can return. Meaning at a glance, destruction, ending, the old to make way for the new. A bad idea reaches its inevitable conclusion. A closer look. A collective noun for a group of rooks is building. A building of rooks. What are these rooks building from the ruins? And the second card she pulled today is Child of Spells. The Child of Spells has marched boldly into the forest to try out his homemade magic staff. He wants to be a wizard. He isn't very interested in putting in the study time. In his mind, he's ready right now, planting his feet firmly and focusing energy through the staff, as he's seen real wizards do. He attempts to magically transform a rabbit. The rabbit isn't worried at all. If this card does not represent a particular person, it can mean an audacious attempt, a well-meaning mistake, or childlike enthusiasm for a project or plan. Character traits: playful, enthusiastic, curious, brave, risk-taker, funny and waggish, and give up easily, learns by trial and error. Shadow traits: naughtiness, bravado, acts before he thinks, won't accept responsibility for his actions, unreliable, easily distracted. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, S.A. Smith, A Girl in the Universe. The Schumann resonance changes it up overnight. Spiking starting again. Now, here comes the spikes. Schumann resonance after 4 days of repeated spikes changes it up. We have the latest spikes beginning right now. It's going to be a big energetic day leading up to tomorrow. Since I was a teenager, my guides have told me to watch for 555. I always have, and tomorrow is that date again. In numerology, 2021 = 5. Of course, it was this year that has that ominous date. Anything can happen, good, bad, indifferent. It's all what you believe it to be. So let's believe together that it is the tipping point of our next step in ascension, which will look like a massive wave of energy until solstice. What do you want it to look like? You are a creator being. If you really put your energy behind it, you'd find that we could together bring in the 7D frequency of change. Shall we try? See that beautiful new earth in your mind's eye. Imagine a world where love is the law, where no one is hungry, where your day is spent doing what speaks to your soul, where your heart leads the way. Are you ready for that? Let's create it, Divine Ones, together. agirlintheuniverse.com. From Divine Brostar of the Light, Pars Kute. When we become a multidimensional, our actual cellular structure of our body will start to shift and change. Our DNA is divine. Soul energy is not cooperating with our higher states of consciousness. That is why some of the things happening are happening to us. We are not supposed to stick around in this old energy the way we are. It is time to vibrate higher. It is time to become a multidimensional. It is now time to shift to our higher states of consciousness at all times. Divine Love of One, Pars Kute. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Karen Lithica, Renegade Timeline, the Arcturians. We see you morphing individually, paving the way, aligning to the higher light construct. There is no stopping now. As your world continues the great transition, you are collectively moving. For your role as a renegade aligns with the frequency of your timeline. No, a window of light is open to pave your way. For the vibration you emit, the stepping stone to the next moment of truth, the higher path of light. Your species awakens to a new light frequency. Your courage will continue to be required. Each day is a new way forward. Each breath and step is very important to the transformation of your reality. Though your timeline is reaching the change you seek, it is the timeline of great light advancement, enabling the opportunity of great soul advancement. We ask you to sit with nature, enjoy the moment of now, as each moment is on a fast light trajectory of change. For you are on the fast light train, the express line of light, as a passenger, a renegade of light, as we observe, connect, and assist the planetary transition. The Arcturians and Karen Lithica from KarenLithica.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel. All is in great flux and flow, and the future self cannot be determined as yet, as the future self indeed is created by yourself. With every thought you think, every word you speak, and every action you are taking or not taking. Thus indeed often the feeling for standing on shifting sands and not being able to see much further than the next step, if even, that is okay. For at this moment of immense transition, and indeed flux, as the old earth is disintegrating, the old way of life and living, transformation into the new earth, if desired, indeed that of allowing oneself to be transformed, without trying to force anything. Allowing is needed, for when one tries to direct the momentum or the field, indeed anything, one will be inclined to steer or direct from the space of the ego, and often from the fear of the unknown, uncharted, instead of from the deepest knowing within, that in truth at the helm of your own soul ship is the divine captain, and indeed the divine captain can see what you cannot see, and indeed is monitoring your process as a shipman or sailor every step of the way. For when one navigates uncharted seas, one needs to work as a team, and trusting that each member will indeed do his or her own thing perfectly, just as you are doing so as best as you can. Thus release the desire to know, as uncharted holds within the magic, the awe and excitement of new discoveries, new lands to explore, a new life opening, and new experiences. Yet all are but expressions of a new life, a new song, more importantly in a much higher dimensional frequency, a totally new world. What can be more exciting than this? From JudithKusel.com. And from Divine Brostar of the Light, Andrew Bartzis. Crow. I ask the shamans of this world to step boldly forward, ascended masters of this world to step forward, and ask the earth mothers to step forward in our power, to reject the forces of domination and control, so we may return to heart mode, heart space, and the heart that tells us we are creating this all. We allowed this to happen a long time ago. Whether we are aware of it or not, we are the ones changing it now. Caw, 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 from the crow of the great beyond. It says, be inspired by the future, be be inspired by the present, inspired by the past, because we are here to change the future. Caw, 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 says the crow from the great beyond. I'm doing this specifically with the shamans that are stepping back and wondering, what do we do next? What you should do next is stand in your power, own that power, and bring it to the world. That is what I ask of you all. Bring your power to the world. Wear it on your heart space so all may understand we create the future. We create the present. We are the ones that let go of the pain and bring the love back into our heart space. I speak in this way because I'm connected to the dream time fires, still connected, and I am reaching into the dream world. I bring this energy, this palpable energy, to all that are listening now, and in the future energy in all archives. Feel this energy of Crow's secret law. The past is your creation, the past is your teacher, the present is your creation, future is your inspiration. The message of the crow as I spread to all this in you now. Feel this energy of love. Feel this energy, dominant in love and brotherhood and sisterhood. All the shamans above and below and within. From AndrewBartzis.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Natalia Alba. Beloved ones, we are already immersed in the 555 portal, a passage that has already began and that has been progressively building since the beginning of this 5 universal year, a passage that will extend for several days as its energies will be the foundation for others to join and create something greater, something that will come into fruition around summer, where profound change will begin to happen on a physical level, with many reunions all around the planet, anchoring love and healing for all. During this 555 portal, we all have an opportunity to shift old patterns, mold and adapt to the change that we consciously triggered, by choosing at every single moment to continue evolving, that we shall anchor for the purpose of bringing more restoration in both ourselves and in the planetary structures that have been intentionally distorted during eons. This is a time in which many are experiencing a massive integration of galactic plasma frequencies, some that must be consciously conduit with the right purpose for its successful embodiment. Physical body may suffer from many sensations that are just a natural process of something that we have voluntarily chosen to experience, and that the more we focus upon, the more that we will lose sight of what is truly important, to seed forgiveness and compassion for all that we may consider, see as an atrocity, due to their non-benevolent choices. But that is also helping us to see the bigger picture and to find love in every single one and their personal choice. A portal whose main energies are being anchored on certain places on Earth, as guides shared, as it is in Egypt, in the Great Pyramid, for its connection with the inner Earth as well as with the cosmos. Connect with it, especially if you are working with the reconnection of your DNA. Feel its wisdom, reclaim it. It is yours, too, as it is for those who will make a benevolent use of it. It will trigger the change that you need to begin the process of DNA restoration, between many other purposes. Change can only be initiated once we have finally found this unconditional love, compassion for all. Benevolent energies are only integrated when they can be in resonance with a higher purpose, for these light codes are pure consciousness, and they know to whom they have to co-create with, and for what specific task. So until we do not regain wholeness through forgiveness, it is not that we can truly create this personal shift we are so eager to experience. During this portal, guides share the importance that seeding our unique light has, for it is the time for us to finally anchor the change that many of us have been first internalizing for a few years now, within ourselves, and that shall now be anchored on Earth, as Earth is also finally ready to anchor this change, even though there will be still some Earth locations where it is not possible yet. However, it is in the majority of Earth, and it is important that we pass now to be more united, anchoring this change to help our planet to continue evolving, regaining its lost purity. Guides remind us the importance of our mission as Earth keepers and protectors at this time. To do so, being grounded and conscious of the many delusions that we may still hold, pivotal if we desire to create a stable human life, at the same time that we continue working for the illumined realms. You may be guided to travel, to go into different places, to be in contact with the land, for there are certain places that hold a unique light signature, and with it wisdom too, and that will serve to activate you, and all the memories that you have within, that need to come into the surface. A portal that goes beyond this day indeed, and that will help many to regain clarity of their new mission, as well as to continue integrating for those who are in the initial stages, remembering, transcending, and releasing to prepare their bodies for the ascension process, which takes place for the first time within our human history in the physical. Guides invite us to create light balls or bright golden white light with our hands for this 555 portal, co-creating with the many benevolent energies that are surrounding us with the same healing purpose, sending and anchoring this light balls into the earth. For earth receives all that comes with a pure intention to assist her in her own evolutionary journey, and now more than ever is that we need to support the new harmonic timeline, which many are continually stepping into. It is a unique and wonderful time on planet Earth, a time for soul gatherings, a time for a massive light seeding and communion with others that like us brought the same mission, a time for us to always continue being benevolent beings with everyone whose choice is different, and for this is what unconditional love truly is, and what this new harmonic reality is going to be seeded with. A higher understanding and respect for all choices. As always, yours is the choice to assist in building a more illumined reality for all who choose to step into it, or to continue fomenting a fake, fear-based, controlled one. All serves creation, and all is respected and appreciated in the illumined realms, for judgments only exist within our limited human perspective. Whatever you choose to shine your light. Choose to share with everything and everyone with your unique, loving essence, bringing deep restoration, healing, and harmonization in all you touch. I wish you a loving and blessed 555 portal, beloved ones. With infinite love, Natalia Alba, from starseedsoul.com. And from Crystal and Indigo Guide to the Galaxy, Athens, May 4th, 2021. The only protection now will be the spirit. Energy is off the charts. The body is receiving great amounts of holy plasma, color, sound frequencies that are totally new, and the symptoms will be different for each one depending on one's system. Deeper parts of the self will be revealing their presence soon, and the upcoming days and weeks will be quite challenging in terms of self-purification and realignment. We are preparing for tomorrow's 555 gate. Good rest is needed for this special day. After the 555 gate, both the lies and the truth will be accelerated. Those who have chosen the truth are now standing ready and aware of where they are. All is well. Those who have fallen and believed the lies are to face bigger lies, more scary and more challenging. In panic and shock and desperation, they will be reaching out for the help of God. The UFOs here yet? Take care of yourselves, as there will be aggression coming out. Fear together with ignorance makes a bad cocktail. Those who know, and during aggressive outbursts of others, better to stay silent. As energies move ahead, please know and remember this. No matter how many people, or how much money, how many houses, or how much power one has, the only protection will be true spirit. 555, Christ, Sophia. A message on what is taking place right now. Each will go through this portal on their own. At last illusions and distortions will clear. The living child is to become the living adult. Erini. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn, servant of Yahweh. So much support is here for you. Your choices to heal the behaviors that led to heartbreak are showing viable results. The beloved has sought you too. You and your beloved are co-creating the marriage and family you desire through visualizations and manifestations. This is the expansion that is happening from leaving the past and what you don't want behind. This has been a very vulnerable experience of purifying deep subconscious stored memories, trigger unhealthy reactions and responses. These limitations kept you both attracting karmic narcissists, tricksters, and liars into your life. God is taking on these wounds as His resolve them for us now. Insight through your psychic sight is bringing awareness to the surface to release. Galactic karmic bonds and contracts are over. Awareness on this is accessible through your stellar gateway chakra, downloading this wisdom into your heart chakra. You are free from these binds to go and seek your beloved. Destiny is here today, bringing us victory. Power is restoring, especially in the divine masculine Christ frequency within self and your counterpart. Sudden change is flipping you both into giving and receiving love, with the desire for marriage and family. Thy kingdom come, with everlasting life. God is bequeathing this unto us. John 3:16. For God so loved the world, that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. John 6:40. And this is the will of him that sent me, that every one which seeth the Son, and believeth on him, may have everlasting life. I will raise him up at that last day. In Jesus Christos' name, Amen. From Carolyn Kundalini Twin Flames. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah, White Horse, Lua Astrology. Mercury enters Gemini. Mercury enters its home sign today, where it will be for an extended period due to an upcoming retrograde beginning May 29th. Over the next 10 weeks, Gemini themes will be accentuated: communication and information, mental health, schooling and learning, siblings, transportation, news, neighbors, becoming more aware of inner voices, conflicting opinions, a mind divided, a story unfolding. Make time to talk, think, and gather information. Be decisive and confident in your choices. You can always change your mind later. This is the perfect time to catch up on communication, send those emails, make those phone calls, write a letter. The more we talk, the more we can bridge gaps in our understanding and reconcile differences of opinion. Ask questions. What is this? Where does this road lead? What does this do? A fresh injection of sights, sounds, and ideas. Shake loose outdated modes of thinking. Break current. Read the news. Find out the latest from your friends. Share your stories. Let your curiosity lead. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And from Tibetan Buddhist Master of the Light, Chamtrul Rinpoche. During your life, you might meet many people and cultures who will try to discourage you away from your path. Once you start to taste the fruits of your practice, you will be filled with so much unshakable faith and enthusiasm. Taste these fruits, and you will become like a mountain no wind can move. Chamtrul Rinpoche. And from the Harmonic Convergence 2020 through 2028, Schumann Resonance, Harmonic Convergence through Space and Time. Yesterday being Kin 140, Yellow Planetary Sun, NS 1.33.11.2. The entrance to the month of May, the 5th month of the Gregorian year 2021, has been highlighted by a series of significant spikes of the Schumann Resonance. What is the Schumann Resonance? The Schumann Resonance is nicknamed the heartbeat of Mother Earth and can occur in bands which match up to the ranges seen in our brain waves. There is an atmospheric cavity between the Earth and the ionosphere. Every second, about 1,000 lightning flashes around the globe harmonize these pulses, which travel around this pocket, sending electromagnetic energy signals to all microorganisms. These signals couple us to the Earth's magnetic field and are also thought to be inversely influenced by the mass emotions and sum of human consciousness. 7.83 Hertz. Humans are tuned to the resonant vibration of Earth. Human beings vibrate. Yes, that means you, and the frequency they emit ranges from 5 to 10 Hertz. We are in the same range as the 7.83 Hertz of the Earth. This is why nature is healing to people. It helps them match the Earth frequency of 7.83, which boosts the body's natural ability to heal and regulate itself. Why is this relevant now? There are several factors to consider. This unusual spike in Schumann resonance activity is synchronizing with other significant harmonic alignments across the fabric of time and space. The entrance to the 11th moon of the 13-moon cycle corresponding to the new Sirius cycle 33, NS 1.33.11. 2. The spike is closing our transit through the 7th column of the Tzolk'in matrix. This 7th column holds the resonance chamber of the 1320 harmonic module. 3. The heart of the current 13-day cycle corresponds precisely to red resonant Earth, Kin 137, analog frequency of the golden angle, 137.5 degrees. It is during this time when the Sun is starting to conjoin the Pleiades, aka the Seven Sisters, constituting a moment of maximum cosmic order when all navels, beginning with the human and ending with the cosmic, are in total alignment and correspondence with each other. 5. The spike was preceded by the cross-quarter festival of Beltane, midpoint between the equinox and the solstice points on May 1st, 2021. This day corresponds to the 28th day of the 10th moon of the year, day 280 of the 13-moon cycle. On the galactic count of 260 days today is kin 140, perfect half of 280. As we can appreciate on the images from Soho on this day, the last two visible sunspots of 2021 are AR 2820 and AR 2821. We're just turning the limb of the solar disk. 6. It was precisely 260 days ago on kin 140 and kin 141 when we were commemorating the completion of 33 solar orbits from the harmonic convergence of 1987, the first synchronized meditation for peace on Earth. In other words, today and tomorrow we are completing 33 solar orbits plus one galactic spin of 260 days since this groundbreaking moment of synchronized intent. 7. It was precisely at the midpoint of the 7th column, harmonic 33 of the Tzolk'in matrix, when we commemorated the 51st version of Earth Day on April 22nd, 2021, and entered the 52 solar orbits since the first celebration of Earth Day in 1970. 8. Harmonic 33 is at the core of this 20-day passage across the central axis of the Tzolk'in matrix. It is associated with the cosmic birth canal, connecting us to the center of the galaxy, also known as Kushan Sum, literally the path to heaven that leads to the umbilical cord of the universe. That describes the invisible galactic life strands or fibers that connect the individual and the planet through the sun with the galactic core, or Hunab Ku. Jose Arguelles, the Mayan factor. Time is art. May peace, harmony, and beauty prevail on earth in Lakek. And with this major spike happening on the Schumann, May 2nd through May 4th, 2021 AD, days 1, 2, 3, Moon 2 of the new Sirius Cycle 33, NS 1.33.11, entrance to the spectral moon 11th of Liberation, exit from resonant column 7th of Tzolk'in matrix. Today from the Tzolk'in Times. Kin 141, red spectral dragon. Spectral is the name for the number 11 and its keywords are liberate, release, and dissolve. The 11th day of the blue monkey wave spell is found at the top of a new column. We have finally passed the central column now, which was very powerful but intense. I personally really enjoyed the last few days of the monkey wave spell, and soon we shall be enjoying the yellow seed wave spell, another one of my favorites because it is full of abundance. As for this spectral day, we can simply let go and feel free. Today is Red Dragon, which represents nurturing, being, and birth. The letting go process, which the 11th day facilitates, results in nurturing. Letting go is the best way to be kind to yourself. We are always our own worst enemies, holding on to stuff that weighs us down. The dragon invites us to leave the cave renewed and ready for new beginnings, new adventures. The guide today is also Red Dragon, and so a double helping of that nurturing energy. And today, from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papa Giorgio, Red Spectral Dragon, Kin 141, 4 May 2021, Liberating a Compassionate Earth. 4-5-2021 equal 4-5-5 equal 4-10 equal 4-1 equal 5. 4 form, structure, foundation, earth. 10 manifestation, power, authority, leadership. 1 new beginnings, original, independent. 5 freedom, change, liberation, transformation. Kin 141 equals 6 heaven, Christ, harmony, family. A divine heavenly portal opens today as we exit the central column of the Tzolk'in, commencing our new journey at the top of column 8, preparing for another 10-day gap journey in 4 days' time. The 8th column denotes source flow, the in-breath and out-breath of infinite source energy, bringing forth abundance and eternal blessings. Anything impeding this flow will be revealed. Day 11 in the Blue Monkey wave spell of magic, joy, bliss, play, merriment, and return to innocence. Today is a day of release. Releasing all energies built up over the last 10 days and manifested yesterday. Today we are seeking to liberate the divine magic, joy, and bliss within us through self-nurturance and birthing a new way of compassionate being. Tone of creation. Spectral is the 11th tone of creation. It operates in the emotional realm, and its actions are that of dissolving, releasing, and liberating. So today is all about emotional release. Allow that energy in motion to be expressed and dissolved. Allow the tears, the laughter, the joy to be expressed. No holding back. Connect with that inner laughter and bliss of your divine child and give it legs to run free and play, totally liberated. This is a very powerful opportunity to release core woundings regarding our mother wounding, divine nurturance, and separation from source. These are very powerful energies at work to create final closure, dissolving all impediments, to you finally claiming your true magic and innocence. Our divine child is very loved by both parents in the heavenly and earthly realms. Tone 11 symbolizes a gateway and polarity, inviting you to step through into a new, more divine reality. Planetary service. India holds the red dragon as its solar seal on our planetary Holan. India is our mother country, representing the planetary base for developing the qualities of compassion and divine nurturance. India holds many temples dedicated to the goddess and has many holy and sacred sites on her ancient lands. India is the womb, birthing goddess consciousness. Currently, the people of India are suffering with much trauma and death of her people. There are many stories as to how these beautiful souls are caring for their neighbors through compassionate and selfless acts, accepting responsibility for each other, which is a lesson of the dragon tribe. Through adversity is born much courage, deeper connection, and human resilience. Mothers are incredibly strong and adept at protecting and raising their children. Our mother country now needs our help in energetically supporting her to birth a new frequency from this old decaying paradigm. Today we have a double dragon code, so we can pray and send blessings for the two dragons to release and liberate her people from this pain and suffering, freeing her children from the old narrative, allowing them to birth the new compassionate time. Please visualize India's citizens happy, healthy, and free. It is done. Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. Sabaoth, Adonai. Today's question is, what emotional blocks to self-divine nurturance do I need to dissolve in order to birth and liberate more compassion, magic, joy, and bliss in my life? Red Spectral Dragon is the perfect day for the dissolution of the old you and the release of the old matrix, thus liberating humanity from oppression. Mother Dragon allows the new paradigm to be birthed into being through our combined hearts, united as one, for our people and our planet. Viva la Revolution! Divine blessings for the total liberation of divine bliss and nurturance in your life. In La Keka La Kin, Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 141, Red Spectral Dragon. The mantra, the code for today is, I dissolve in order to nurture. Releasing being, I seal the input of birth. With the spectral tone of liberation, I am guided by the power of my own power doubled. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and powerful liberations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below, what you're experiencing, what you're seeing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions. We archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. We rely on our monthly pledges on Patreon, and donations for our daily living expenses. I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Sister of the Light Donna Sellers for your pledge and donation on Patreon. If you'd like to support our work and help us to continue bringing these daily transmissions to the world, you can make a pledge at patreon.com/prime disclosure. I'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light, Barbara Schworer, for your donation, another donation from our Divine Sister. Thank you very much. We also have links on our webpage, Eagle Love Condor, if you'd like to make a one-time donation to help support us. I'd also like to thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condor in her art business on Etsy. She still has a Mother's Day sale, 20% off all of her art until May 11th. I'd like to thank Divine Sisters of the Light, Sharon and Maria and Jess, for your support and purchasing beautiful art from my Sacred Goddess. So be sure to get your amazing mothers a beautiful work of art from my Sacred Condor at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to end today's transmissions with powerful activation from our Pleiadian bro stars and sisters of the light, and a powerful divine decree from Divine Sister Sandra Walters. Pleiades 1 messages, May 4, 2021. P1 calling Terrans for origins recognition. Attention for calls in PVSE-SDE. New oracles open. Individual strengthening started. Etheric trauma and adjustments. Astral fissures and resolution. Stellar alignment in progress. Galactic alignment in progress. New quantum structuring is happening now. Bit of faults of maneuver corrected. Divine lilies sent. Ashtarans are active for appropriate removals. P1+++ sent 11 Terrans, 94% non-regressive. Hermetic synchronization started, 62% non-regressive. Hermetic reverberations in progress, 61% non-regressive. Lemurian pearls in reconnection to bearers, reverberation 10% non-regressive. Temporarily end of transmission. Pleiades 1 potentiating shamanic inheritances from disclosurenews.it, and a powerful divine decree from Divine Sister of the Light, Sandra Walter. I direct my life and activities from the glorious center of my being as a blessing to all realms. I am the sacred, timeless space of the now, where miracles are actualized. From AscensionPath.com. So thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Keep your awareness in your heart center, for in these final days of transition, the archonic energy will try to pull you into negative thoughts and feelings, emotions of the past, or fears and negative thoughts of the future. So to transcend and transmute these energies, we shall stay present in the heart center in this now. For this is eternity. This is the eternal life, the eternal light. I am that I am. I am the eternal light, the eternal life. I am the way, the truth, and the life. I am the void, and I am form. I am one with the source of all things, all manifestations, and beyond that, the great mystery. And I are one and the same. There is no separation in truth. And there is only one truth. I am God in motion. Have a beautiful and blessed 555 gateway portal, and be sure to make it the best day ever. The Eagle and the Condor love you all. Namaste.